Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best 75-inch TVs.
Starting at number 5.
Hisense 75-inch. If you're looking for a budget model, the best 75-inch budget 4K TV is the Hisense 75U6K. It's a decent TV, especially for the price, and it provides impressive picture quality thanks to its excellent contrast ratio and wide color gamut in HDR. It has a middling full-array local dimming feature, but it's good enough to significantly improve the TV's contrast in dark scenes. Still, it's not as good as the one found on the Hisense U8/U8K and the Sony X93L/X93CL, as these TVs have mini LED backlighting with smaller dimming zones. Its peak brightness in HDR is just okay, so bright highlights don't stand out that well. It's also a great TV for gamers thanks to its low input lag and good response time, delivering a smooth gaming experience with very little delay between your actions and what happens on screen. Unlike the more expensive TVs on this list, it's limited to a 60 Hz refresh rate, so it's not ideal for gamers looking to get the most out of their console's performance mode. And even though it supports VRR, you'll see some tearing when the frame rate drops. If you want to save even more money, consider the Costco-exclusive Hisense A6/A65K. It's almost as good as the U6K while also being much cheaper, with the primary difference between the two being the A65K's lack of a local dimming solution, so it doesn't look as good in a dark room, and it is slightly dimmer overall.
Coming at number 4.
Hisense 75-inch. The best lower mid-range TV available in a 75-inch size is the Hisense 75U8K. It's an excellent TV, with great picture quality and many features, that performs nearly as well as the Sony X93L/X93CL and is even better in some ways. It gets brighter than the Sony, is more colorful, and can better emphasize highlights due to its better local dimming solution. Its image processing is also quite good overall, but doesn't match what Sony offers on the X93L. The 75-inch Hisense has an ADS Pro panel, giving it worse contrast and black uniformity than the other sizes. However, this size has a wider viewing angle than its other sizes, making it a better fit for a wide seating arrangement. Still, thanks to its fantastic input lag and good response time, it's a fantastic gaming TV, resulting in a responsive gaming experience with very little blur behind fast-moving objects. It has a few great gaming features, including VRR support to reduce screen tearing, and it supports HDMI 2.1 bandwidth for up to 4K at 144 Hz gaming from recent gaming PCs, as well as fully supporting the Xbox Series S, X, or PS5. Sadly, unlike the Samsung but like the Sony, it only supports HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 of its inputs, and one of them is also the eARC port, so if you're planning on connecting a home theater receiver or soundbar, you can only take full advantage of one new-gen console. You could also save some money by going for the cheaper and dimmer Hisense U7K. It's not quite as vibrant as the higher-end Hisense, but it's an incredible TV and is a great value overall.
At number 3.
LG C3 Series 77. The best mid-range 77-inch TV is the LG OLED 77C3 PUA. It's a fantastic TV with stunning picture quality. It's an incredible TV for watching movies in a dark room thanks to its near-infinite contrast ratio, resulting in deep, inky blacks, with no distracting blooming around bright objects. HDR content looks incredible thanks to its wide color gamut, and bright highlights stand out. It gets bright enough for small highlights to stand out well, but they're significantly less bright and colorful than on the Samsung S90C OLED. The built-in WebOS platform also makes streaming your favorite content easy, and with its very good image processing, it has no issues upscaling lower resolution content if you watch DVDs, cable boxes, or Blu-rays. It's also a great choice for wide seating areas as the wide viewing angle makes the image look consistent from the sides, so everyone sees the same image. Unfortunately, The C3 is sold for about the same price as the slightly better Samsung. While the Samsung TV is brighter and more colorful due to its QD-OLED panel, the LG does have some advantages. It has much better image processing overall, it supports Dolby Vision HDR, and it passes through advanced DTS audio formats. This makes the LG a more interesting TV for home theater fans. If you have deep pockets, you could also consider the higher-end LG G3 OLED. The G3 is still not quite as colorful as the Samsung, but it's definitely brighter overall, and it comes with a sleek, slim wall mount instead of a stand. It's not a great value for most people, but it's one of the best OLEDs on the market.
Number 2 of my list.
Sony 75-inch Mini. If you want amazing picture quality but aren't necessarily in a completely dark room, then a mini LED TV like the Sony XR75X93L is the best 75-inch TV for bright rooms that you can get. While the Samsung S90C OLED performs best in dark environments, this TV is exceptional in well-lit rooms because it uses mini LED backlighting to get bright and sustain its brightness even in very bright scenes. Its brightness also allows it to overcome glare from bright light sources easily. If that isn't enough, it also has excellent reflection handling, so you don't have to worry about glare in a bright room. It has a high native contrast ratio, and its local dimming feature helps further improve its picture quality in dark scenes, albeit at the cost of noticeable haloing behind fast-moving objects. It's also a very colorful TV and is very accurate with minimal calibration. Plus, being a Sony, it has the brand's market-leading image processing capabilities, so content looks its best no matter the source. It has an impressive selection of gaming features, including HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 of its 4 HDMI ports, which is great for PC, Xbox Series X, or PS5 gamers, although you lose one of the HDMI 2.1 ports if you connect a soundbar through eARC. If you live outside of North America, you also have access to the Sony X95L in a 75-inch size. It's more expensive than the X93L, but it's the best LED TV on the market, as it's slightly brighter and has much better contrast than this TV, with more local dimming zones.
And number 1.
Samsung 77-inch. The best 77-inch TV we've tested is the Samsung QN77S90 CAFXA. This TV delivers impressive picture quality, with an incredibly wide color gamut in HDR and bright, vibrant highlights. It looks amazing in a dark room thanks to its nearly infinite contrast ratio, so there's no distracting blooming or halo effect around bright areas of dark scenes or subtitles. It stands out against competitors like the LG C3 OLED thanks to its brighter colors, which are more vivid and lifelike. The Samsung TV can also display a wider range of colors in HDR. It's a well-rounded TV overall that delivers fantastic gaming performance. It has very low input lag, ensuring a smooth, responsive gaming experience. Like all OLED TVs, its nearly instantaneous response time results in crystal clear motion with almost no noticeable blur behind fast-moving objects. It has a great selection of gaming features, including variable refresh rate support and HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, so you can take full advantage of the new-gen gaming consoles. While the newer Samsung S95C OLED is a bit brighter overall, it comes at a significant price premium, making the S90C the clear value pick.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.